And as we settle in here, we'll just watch the breath as we count down from 10 to 1. So you don't have to change the breath. These don't have to be big breaths or particularly deliberate breaths. We'll just notice the inhale. Count the exhale as 10. Notice the inhale. And count the exhale as 9. And just carrying on as we feel into the body, feeling into the breath, noticing where the breath shows up for us today. And if you get to 1 quickly, no worries, you can start again. And if you lose track of where you are, that happens, you can simply start again. And I'll call you back in a minute. And wherever you've gotten to, you can leave the counting behind. Come into the body, relax the shoulders, the jaw, the hands and the feet. And set an intention for our practice today. This could be something you've been working with for a long time, or it could be something that's popped into your head today, or you could borrow mine. I notice my breath. It's nice to set these in present tense, as if they've already happened. Might repeat it a few times, either out loud or silently, quietly in your head to yourself. Send it out to the universe. Let the universe help conspire to make it so. I follow my breath. I invite you to send the breath down all the way into your toes. Really feel, where are the toes in space? What are they touching? Are they bare or covered in socks or shoes? As you send the breath into the toes, are there any sensations? Can you feel each individual toe, or is it more one big toe area? No right or wrong. As you send the breath into the toes, is there a difference between the sensations on the right side and the left side? And then send the breath into the ankles, into the bones on the inside of the ankles, and the bones on the outside, and all the ligaments and tendons that connect the feet to the legs. It's amazing and quite complex. Is there a difference in what you can sense on the left from the right? And then send the breath into the knees, into the patella, the bones on the tops of the knees, all the way through to the insides of the knees, where the lower leg meets the upper leg, and that soft, squishy bit on the back of the knees, the insides of the knees, and the outsides. Recognizing any sensations, temperature, tingling, or lack of sensation. Is there a difference on the left and the right? And then send your breath into your hips. Allow the body to sink and be supported into the right hip and into the left hip. Breathing into the pelvis, the bone itself, the tailbone, and the complex web of muscles and fascia that make up the pelvic floor. Hold all of our organs. Breathing into the low belly. Again, noticing any sensations. Front of the body. The sides of the hips on the left and the right. And that sacral region, the lower back region. And then we'll send the breath into the fingertips. Left and right. Into the thumbs and the index fingers. The middle fingers. The ring fingers and the little baby fingers. Is there a difference left and right? Are the fingertips warm or cold? Are there any sensations in the rest of the hands? Palms, backs of the hands. And then we'll send the breath into the elbows, into the bony bits on the back of the elbows, and the fleshy bits, creases where the lower arm meets the upper arm. Left and right side. And then breathe into the shoulders and the armpits. Into the tops of the shoulders, the shoulder blades, and into the center of that joint. Where are the shoulders in space? Breathing into the throat center and the neck, the hollow bit right in the middle of the throat, all the way through to the back, the cervical spine. How does the neck feel today? And as the throat chakra is the home of our voice, is there anything you've been meaning to say or anything you want to tell yourself? Then we'll breathe into the third eye, into our intuition, into the center of the head, breathing into the brain. And finally, take your breath all the way from the toes to the crown, and from the crown to the toes. Passing over all of the body parts on the inhale, and again on the exhale. There are any places that feel tight or constricted, remind them that it is okay to relax. The toes, the ankles, the knees, the hips, the fingers, the elbows, the shoulders, the neck, and the head. All of these places where movement happens, all of our joints facilitate us coming and going. See if you can find even more comfort, even more relaxation. Can you drop the shoulders, slacken the jaw, spread the fingers, sink into the hips. Let the eyes be heavy in their sockets. Let the tongue come away from the top of the mouth and relax in the lower jaw. And then bring your intention back to mind, thinking very carefully on it, saying it deliberately, slowly, out loud or to yourself. I follow my breath. Sometimes the brain has a hard time calming down. You might have thoughts. You might have many thoughts. It's okay. You don't have to empty the brain to be mindful. Anytime you're noticing the thoughts, that is the practice. You can simply tell your thoughts, thank you for showing up. I will think about you later. Put them in the back seat. They might still be going on, but they don't have to be in the forefront. I invite you to join me for some extended exhales, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth or the nose. Nice, long, slow exhales. In and out. In fully into the base of the belly. And out completely, letting the navel come back towards the spine. And we'll do one more like this. Big inhale, filling the belly, the lungs. And long, slow exhale. And then starting to think about which part of the body would like to move. Do it gently, slowly. There's no rush here. You might twist or rock. You might sway or stretch. Let the body wake up slowly after this period of relative stillness. Gently, perhaps wiggling the fingers and the toes, or moving the neck and the arms. And if your eyes are closed, you can gently blink open your eyes. Thanks for practicing with me today.